Hi there, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. This is going to be the general mid-month reading for the fire signs. That would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is going to be a general reading, like I said. So it is not going to be specific as far as love, career, finance. It's whatever it resonates for you with. If this does not resonate, please check your sun, moon, and rising sign. Also, please keep in mind that my readings are not sex-based. You could apply it to any situation that it applies to, whether you're a man, woman, whatever the hell the case may be. Let's just put it out there like that, because sometimes people are weird when I say he, she, whatever. So I read in energy. I don't read in sexes, okay? So keep that in mind. I do cuss during my readings, so that's another thing to keep in mind. If you don't want to watch me because I cuss, I would go ahead and click off, because I'm going to be my true self and be my most authentic self when I'm doing these readings. I want to feel comfortable and be able to provide you with the information I'm given without having to watch every single thing I say. So the point of me doing these readings is to help people. This reading is specifically for whoever needs to hear it at this point. Like I said, it is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, please feel free to contact me regarding that. But this is for whoever it resonates for. Like I also said, if it doesn't resonate, please go on to Cafe Astrology and check your sun, moon, and rising signs, or on Google to find that out, okay? So for the overall, I've already shuffled the cards. I've already sat with the cards and meditated and did all my normal procedure prior to me starting this reading. I hate watching people shuffle on the camera. If I could talk, I hate watching that. So I don't want to do that to you guys and torture you guys. So I do it and do my thing ahead of time. That way, when I get on here, I'm on stage and you guys are watching everything I'm doing. And I'm trying to give you the most thorough read I possibly can to be the most helpful that I possibly can. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start your reading. So this is the first energy that you have for the remainder of the month is going to be the Unfinished Symphony. So this card is talking about maybe you're like replaying a situation over and over again. You're getting stuck in the same scenarios, relationships, friendships, like work or financial situations over and over again, because you haven't closed out a cycle, because you haven't taken the steps necessary to learn and adapt from that situation. So until you close out that cycle and you purge whatever needs to be purged, you're going to continue to be in this loop over and over again, and it's not going to change. So to be able to change that, you're going to have to change your approach as far as how you've been doing things to be able to make things move forward smoothly. The second card that you have as the overall energy is the Happy Happy card. So this card is talking about, being present at the moment, accepting things for what they are. They may not be exactly what you want them to be. However, they are progressing. I'm sorry, my nose is itching. They are progressing and they are going to improve, but you have to improve the way that you see things and the way that you look at things. If you're sitting there like, fuck this and fuck my life and fuck them and fuck everything and all that shit. Okay, let's be honest. I do it myself. So if you're sitting there like that and you're thinking like that constantly, you're just going to keep bringing those cycles back in, those situations, the similar things like that back in. So this is talking about focus on the now. Be happy with where you are now. Be accepting that you're human and you're making adjustments and you're doing what you need to do to move forward in this situation. Don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah, things may not be exactly how you want them to be, but they're definitely not as bad as they could be. So keep that in mind. The next card that you have for the overall energy is a Leg Up. So this card, guys, is talking about, you've been going in and doing everything by yourself. And you've been fighting and pushing forward and working really hard. And now you've hit like this roadblock. And now it's like, okay, I can't do this all by myself. I need some help. So this is like a time where you're going to have to step aside and let go of your ego and let go of your pride, possibly. I am a fire sign also. I'm a Cancer Leo. But Let that ego go, let that pride go, and accept the fact that, you know, all of us need help at times. All of us need something or someone to assist us in situations at times. Yes, it might be hard to admit that. Yes, it may not be your ideal, but right now, for you to be able to move ahead, you're going to have to accept some type of help or assistance from either a job, school, work, you know, friendships, love, family, whatever the case may be. Just know that for you to break this cycle, for you to be happy, stop it, Kenai. Sorry, my cat's being crazy. For you to be happy and to break this cycle and to be able to get a leg up, you're going to have to change your patterns and the way that you've been approaching things. And I'm sorry, but he was trying to scratch on stuff and he doesn't need to be scratching on it. And I apologize about that, guys. My animals are kind of crazy. So when I do readings, they do get kind of intense at times. I guess they feel the energy or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so I apologize about that if that was really crazy. So guys, for that is what your intuitive take is into those cards. So now your clarifiers that you have. The first one is you are rare and free. There are not many like you. So this card is talking about the need to embrace yourself and accept yourself and your whole for who you are. You're not like everybody else. And there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, in my opinion, that's a wonderful fucking thing. I don't like it when everybody tries to be like everybody else, you know, like that's stupid. So be yourself, shine your light, be proud of who you are. Others may not accept it, others may not like it, but when you're your true self, your most authentic self, you're able to see things as they truly are. You're able to be on your divine path and move forward and be the person you're supposed to be. When you act like you're something you're not and you try to fit in and conform to situations, you're blocking your path forward. You're blocking your self-love, your self-worth, things such as that, okay? So keep that in mind. Then the last one that you had, guys, I apologize, is investigate, but it's in the reverse. So it says look closely, ask questions, and think before acting. So this clarifier is talking about, with it being in the reverse, it's saying that maybe you're trying to jump into a situation that would be a repeat of something that you did in the past. And if you don't take the necessary steps and the precautions to break that old cycle, be present in the now, and ask for the help that you need, be your true self, you're going to put yourself in a bad situation. You might put yourself right back into the same shit that you just came from. So I know that you don't want to do that. I know me personally, I don't want to do that. So right now I'm like, fuck all this other stuff, because I was just telling you guys. But I'm also like, I'm thankful for my house. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my car. You know, so every negative thought you have, you need to try to replace it with a positive thought or a positive affirmation to try to balance things out, because I believe strongly in the law of attraction. So the more you think and talk about stuff, the more you're going to draw it to you. So that's something that I'm working on, me personally. You don't have to believe that, but I'm just saying. So make sure that you aren't just jumping into something without taking into account where you've been, where you are now, and where you want to move forward to. If you're doing the same shit that you've always done, you're not going to get a different result. So it's time to change that, to break that cycle, to break that will, so you don't keep repeating it. I've often said to my friends that, you know, like these past 2 years have been like hell for me, just personally, but I'm not going to go too far into that. But I've said the same scenario. I feel like a hamster in a wheel over and over again. I'm running, doing all this shit, and I'm not getting nowhere. I'm just like going around in this motherfucking circle. So that might be what you guys feel like right now. So it's time to break that. It's time to change that. So guys, now I am going to read from the book the actual meanings of these cards. That was my intuitive take. And I'll show you what decks I'm actually using so you can see those. So it's the Wisdom of the Oracle. And then also the Alice Wonderland Oracle. Okay, so with this unfinished symphony, Bear with me 1 second, guys. It says the meaning is unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. The Oracle's message is, this is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now, practice radical acceptance, take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what is past so that the symphony can finally end up on a high note. So it's time to go inward, to evaluate things, to see things for what they are, to see things for how they used to be, and to see things for what you want them to be. Before you can move forward, you have to have, like it's saying, closure in a situation. You have to be honest with yourself. Like, if something's not going to work, it's not going to fucking work no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to put your effort and intent into it. So this is all about release. You have to release things and make space to bring in new things. To replace all that negative shit, like we were just talking about, you're going to have to make space to bring the new shit in. That is good shit, not bad shit. So the new good into your life, okay? So then, like I said, I showed you this, I think. I may not have. So I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of it right now, guys. I've been taking medicine and it's got me all loopy. The second overall energy, like I said, was the happy, happy card. And this card, guys, the meaning is joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. The Oracle's message is, your desires are effortlessly fulfilled right now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually, being happy at this moment and to each moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is a time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being as one with spirit and your life's plan. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. So it's saying, find peace in knowing that everything's going to be okay. Everything will eventually work out, Find your solitude in this moment. Find your solace and know that, hey, look, things may not be 100% of where I want them to be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. And I'm working on this, and so it's going to get to where it needs to be. Just believe in yourself and believe in the universe, your guides, your angels, ancestors, spirits, whatever the hell you call them. They are there with you, and they want you to know, just breathe. It's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. So then for the last energy of the month, for the remainder of the month, is a leg up. And so this card, like I said, is talking about, being able to accept the help of others, not being so stubborn as to not accepting it, because right now you can't do this by yourself anymore. You need help of some type from some outside source, whether it's a person, place, thing, whatever the case may be. You'll know what it applies to if this resonates for you. So with this card, the meaning is receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. So the Oracle's message is, you've come to the point where going in alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align you with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need it and need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid is so freely given to you. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles can happen. Now is such a time. So it's saying that, like, the things that you're wanting to bring in, the things that you're hoping for and trying to pursue, now is a time to enlist the help of your friends, family, loved ones, whatever the case may be, to help you. So you can balance this out, so you can move forward. Maybe somebody might see something you're not seeing in a situation. Maybe somebody might know some insight or went to school for something that you don't know about that can tremendously help you. Situations like that. Maybe somebody's able to give you a loan if you need money. Maybe, somebody's able to help you get a job if you've been unemployed. Maybe your car broke down and you need a new car, and somebody knows a car salesman or somebody that's selling a car to help you. Something of that case is pretty much what this is talking about. So it's going to be something that happens that somebody offers to you that you have to be open to and be willing to accept it. It might be hard at first, but that's what you need to do at this time. So then for your first clarifier, you have "you're rare and free." It says there are not many like you. And I'm trying to make it where you guys can actually see it, because I know my lighting in here sucks balls. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so it says the meaning of this card is a struggle to find places where people accept you or where you feel that you fit in. You must learn to embrace all that makes you different and become the very best you that you can possibly be. You will never be defined, so refuse to comply to their terms. Explore the frontiers of the human spirit and know how precious and rare you are. So there's going to be people, I guess, apparently, no matter what you do, that aren't going to accept you. They want you to be something you're not, and you're never going to be good enough, or you're never going to be what they want you to be. It's time to let that situation, those people, those relationships go. You deserve more. You are more than that. And too bad if they didn't see you for your worth. Maybe one day they will. But now is the time to move past that and move to somewhere where you're appreciated and celebrated and honored for your uniqueness, for your awesomeness that you have that others don't have. You are different, and maybe they feel threatened by you, honestly, because you are. Maybe they don't want to accept you because you're different or because you're a threat to them in some sort of a way. This could be like a coworker or, like a love relationship, or family members might be mad that you have this and they don't have that, or whatever the case may be. You'll know what it applies to. So then the last one that we had for this month is investigate. It says, look closely, ask questions, and think before acting. So that was in the reverse, guys. So this clarifier, like I said, is talking about a need to see things for what they are, not to just jump in a direction. So with it being in the reverse, it says rushing ahead without checking, being reckless, and even arrogantly thinking you know the best. Refusing to learn from experience, being overly trusting that this time it will be okay. Doing what you are told without using your own wits and intelligence. So this is saying make sure that you're seeing something for exactly what it is. Don't try to put it into some kind of box that it doesn't fit in, because, maybe people are trying to get you to do what they want you to do, and it's not what you want to do, or be something that you're not, and it's just not going to work. Don't force something that's not supposed to happen. If it had its purpose was to teach you something. So learn what it is that you were supposed to learn from, so you don't make the same mistakes that you did in the past. Yes, we all want to trust. Yes, we all want to love. And yes, we all want to be, in this perfect job and doing the perfect school and have the perfect house, or whatever the case may be. Do not make the same fucking mistakes you made in the past. Something's coming around that is going to remind you of something from the past, and your inner self is going to be like, hey, hold up, wait a minute, why am I doing this? This isn't what I want. So listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, and listen to your higher self. Know that if you have a doubt about something, if something isn't feeling right, then it isn't, okay? And it might be hard to break this cycle. It might be hard to be happy and be in the moment at this time. It might be hard to ask for help. It might even be hard to accept yourself as who you are, because others have told you you're not worthy, that you don't deserve love, or that nobody would ever love you, or whatever the case may be, or that you don't need this job, or you don't do this or that, you don't deserve that house, or you don't deserve this car, whatever the fucking case may be, man. Make sure that you're looking at it and seeing it really, use your heart, but make sure you're staying in your head also and keeping yourself grounded. Don't get all like fucked up and like letting your heart be like, oh my God, it's the greatest house in the world, I need to buy it. And then you buy it and it's got fucking termites or some shit. So just saying, I don't know if that's anybody's case, but I'm just trying to give an example. So guys, I hope that this has helped you. I hope that you guys have a great remainder of February. If you would like a personal reading, please feel free to contact me on here or on my Facebook page, The Nomadic Owl Oracle. I am offering my 8-card spread readings for the remainder of the month for $14. Normally they're $20, so if you're interested, please let me know. I've had a lot of people ask about readings and they wanted a cheaper price. So for the month of February, I've been trying to work out stuff to help people. So with that being said, I hope that this resonated. If it doesn't, please check your sun, moon, and rising sign. You can find that on Cafe Astrology or on Google. And I hope you guys all have a great remainder of February. I love you and thank you for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe if this resonates. Bye.